My name is Iwuopom Johnson. I'm working at Health Post Iwuopom.
Yes.
I'm a community health worker. In this my working place. By the time I came here, I came and saw this health post standing, but because of the wind, the house was scattered. Then from then, we back from that side to this our quarters, and this quarters is not comfortable with us. We only manage the quarters so that this help us and continue in this community. No, nothing done from the government.
Okay.
We told the government, even the chairman of this council, this community,
yes,
and the chairman of the Iwuopom local government, we wrote for them. They don't respond.
I'm a teacher. Government primary school, Iwuopom Coastal. This community is a fishing port of which different people from different areas settle here. It's a very peaceful and a calm environment of which we, the teachers, we love the environment. There are certain things that used to happen, like the situation of armed robbery, water problem of which they flood do happen sometimes, that water overflow and destroy people's houses. Then sometimes there are some boundary problem that used to occur here, of which during that period we don't used to come to work during the period of that problem. I stayed formally, but the problem is that our staff quarters has been damaged by a storm. So now we are not staying here again. Some of us are transporting. Person like me, I am transporting myself from mainland down here every day, and I have transportation problem. Boats are not rampant, so we have transportation problem. If we want to say something about that drinkable water, we don't have water here. So government should come in and see whether there is way that they are going to provide water for the community, because now there is no water, and automatically a sachet of pure water here is 20 naira. So talk less of a bag. A bottled water that you bought 100 naira on mainland, here you are buying it 300 naira. So the problem that we are having here is water. Then secondly, the school that we are teaching here, if you check the environment, you are going to see everything has been damaged by storm, by different kind of fraud. So now what I would have think that government should come in to check is the school, the hazard that is happening in the community, like the water, the treatment of the malaria that I also said, then the building condition of the school, even the hospital. If you check the hospital, most of the environment has been damaged because of the storm.
My name is Dr. Samuel Akwan. I'm the Programs Coordinator of One Health and Development Initiative, OHDI. In terms of water, sanitation and hygiene, it's very poor, and understandably so, because it is independent of them. There's really nothing they can do about it. The infrastructures are not in place. But going round, we have been able to identify some core projects that were done previously in terms of provision of toilet. There are about 4 toilets of 4 cubicles each in different points of the community, but they are not being maintained. The water systems to all of them are bad, and the artesian water wells, about 4 of them we identified. All of them are not really covered, and then even the where they are fetching from is not high enough so that children can actually fall inside, and death can fall in cases of flooding. They can actually fall in. And then the rings that were used to construct those artesian wells are full of spirogyra. So in terms of water, sanitation and hygiene, I would give a score of probably 10%. We intend to ensure that the community here in Iwuopom Coastal is better preserved, is better conserved, by ensuring that the waste management structures are put in place, and then that the people are educated on how to manage their waste, how to manage both their industrial waste from maybe fish processing and fecal waste in such a way that the environment can be preserved.
in Fremi, Economic Conservation Education Training, Iwuopom Community, Iwuopom Local Government Area, Akwa-Ibom State. Conservation of Womo, Nai Keme, Adimana, Belen, Kamampo, Nyan Tonyan, Yamana Rosero, Ninimai Pon, Idibanga, Ninton, Yeneswe, Isos, Mane, a benefit, Eslemane, a viral maneuver, the Premika Sana, Mekon Tek Uba. I will say, every member, a complaint, okay, I come. Said, if you were a company, oil company, SNM, SU, ICA, Yadu, and some of those take oil company, and I say, in every other form, I be no. So, conservation of me, I will not in the committee, ICAMA, but in the can community, Yamana for all those city, elastic burden. Because environment in me for no, Kando in me for no. Say na miswa emanawo iwakana benantewa because mo we gidi owo from agon gidi ombo ari e diom didia mero iro didia ego temme ya for but iso mo ko akamage domboro iso mo ma contaminate ifono o di bendidia do dia ana na mbo egbegero 80 years go to 70 so say ni data frame ibamaro so ari kama nkanto ya phone Ido I will say na me man. Ogo go my na mami give me prene. I don't aka iso. I will na manam. So I will give me na kido memo. Or you know, e give me na me no me okay. I will be na to yes na to so that afon.
In terms of impact, we hope that in the next 6 months to 1 year, Iwuopom would be a better community to live in terms of the air that they breathe, in terms of the environment. We are looking forward to a neater environment. We are looking forward to a more informed set of persons. Like when we did the training, the community council had already agreed to set up a committee for environmental, like a task force to take care of the environment so that they can manage their waste, and then they can enforce and make sure that fecal matter is not dumped along the coastlines. The objective of this exercise is to pass on knowledge of conservation education to the community members so that they will be able to conserve their environment and conserve their resource, which is the ocean.
One day, about 3 months ago, 3 or 4 months, I heard that thing, that fish is dead, all the rivers, then I don't even know whether the community use that fish. Okay. Because I don't have anybody to come in here says that he has any problem because of that fish.
Iwuopom was chosen as the community for this pilot study, the first community for us to begin this conservation education, because when we did the feasibility study, when the news of the massive fish kills on the coastal areas occurred, when it filtered in, we did a feasibility study and we discovered that this is where we had the significant highest numbers of the fish kills. So, and then we identified this community and then we decided to start here.
Educating indigenous communities on good conservation practices is really one of the most important steps that we can take to promoting biodiversity and really the whole essence of our sustainability as we know it. And more importantly, this education is helping us to contribute to the One Health that we seek to achieve, where humans, animals, and our ecosystem can coexist sustainably in optimal health. And we also need to remember that with awareness and education, people will be more open to learning new skills or approaches that are environmentally friendly and that will promote better outcomes for conservation and biodiversity as a whole. Furthermore, I also believe that it is high time that we reintroduce and intensify conversations around people killing wildlife animals, either for consumption or for game or for trophies or for prizes and the rest of it. And this is something that has really been occurring over the last few years. I mean, if you pay attention to the media, we'll see that we'll hear stories of people killing animals in the ocean, animals like sharks, like sea lions, like dolphins, and the rest of it. And it is high time that that conversation needs to be in the forefront of preservation of biodiversity, of conserving our environment, our ecosystem. And this is why this conservation education needs to take place. I am super happy and excited for the manner that we have been able to develop and also piloted at Iwuopom Community, where we taught them on ocean conservation and environmental management. And we look forward to seeing this scaled up to other coastal communities in Nigeria. We also look forward to local and international collaborations with institutions or persons who are willing to promote conservation education in Nigeria and even achieve the larger goal of improving conservation, biodiversity, and environmental management in Nigeria.